Hello, everybody. Welcome to Velocity Live from $12 eggs turned skincare statement to cinnamon bun ice cream going viral. This episode is packed with private brands making bold moves. We've got 5 stories that prove it's not just what you sell, it's how you brand it, price it, and push it into culture. Trust us, you'll want to watch till the end. Hello, everybody. Today is Wednesday, March 26th, 2025. Welcome to Velocity This Week Live. We're your go-to source for the latest in retailer-owned brands, private brands, and everything happening in the industry.
I'm Laraine Durham, Vice President of Marketing and Events here at the Velocity Institute.
And I'm Christopher Durham, President of the Velocity Institute, bringing you the latest updates, key industry trends, and exclusive insights you won't want to miss each week.
From breaking news to upcoming events, we're keeping you up to speed on everything happening at Velocity and beyond.
Join us most Wednesdays here on YouTube. So let me get the slides going here. Oh, there we go. Here on YouTube and LinkedIn at 1 p.m. So make sure you join us.
Oh, sorry.
There you go. Let me get these slides going correctly. All right, perfect.
Sponsored by Centric Software and Marketing by Design.
Absolutely. So, but first, before we jump into the news, so we've got a couple of private brand picks that we always do. Laraine, what do you have today?
I have some HT Traders Monumental Virginia Peanuts. I actually got these yesterday. I was shopping at Harris Teeter. We live in Charlotte, North Carolina, so we have Harris Teeters here, which are owned by Kroger. Mm-hmm. And this is their HT Traders brand, which is their, I guess, elevated brand. I was looking for some nuts because we're, on a protein journey, and I wanted some that didn't cost $10 for a small pack. So I found these and they looked good. So I got them, and they have 8 grams of protein in 3 tablespoons. So, and
I'm pretty sure these won a Vertex Award last year.
Oh, even better. That's
even
hard
better.
To see,
it's hard to see, lots of reflection there,
yeah.
But it's fun. Big peanuts, bigger flavor. And if you've ever bought peanuts, these are delicious. I'll tell you. Design's one thing, but if you don't back it up with taste, doesn't matter.
They're good.
No, I have to chew and eat. Sorry about that. So, straight from Minneapolis, Target. Heavy duty motor oil. Probably, I don't know, early 80s would be my guess. You don't see really Target as a brand on their products too much anymore.
When did Target start in the U.S.?
I think you go back to the 60s and 70s.
Really?
It was all part of Dayton's department stores. It was a spinoff.
I lived in the mountains of Tennessee growing up. There was no Target there. There was no Walmart there. There was not much there.
Oh, I think the first Target I remember was we grew up in Greenville, South Carolina, and in the late 80s. They opened one there. So it's pretty cool. Let me flip it over and get this back up, and we'll start doing some news.
In story number 1, egg prices in New York have gone off the rails. With a bird flu outbreak wiping out millions of chickens, a dozen eggs can now cost close to $12 in some stores. One deli started selling 3 eggs in a bag for $2.99. It's creative. It's desperate. It's New York. And then The Ordinary stepped in. Yes, The Ordinary, the retailer known for affordable skincare and no-frills designs, started selling eggs. For 1 weekend only, shoppers at its Manhattan stores could buy a dozen eggs cheaper than at Trader Joe's, packed in a familiar-looking white carton. The packaging was instantly recognizable. It was old-school private label back from the 1970s, plain white with black sans serif text. The generic grocery look, indeed. But this time it was done with intention. Sharper, cleaner, a well-executed design aesthetic. It looked deliberate, and it was. That look matches all of The Ordinary's beauty products. Minimal design, clinical feel, and no branding fluff. Just like their serums and acids, the eggs came stripped down and priced right. Reactions were mixed. Some fans called it brilliant. Others weren't so sure. A dermatologist on Instagram said it's sad that a beauty retailer is doing more to lower food costs than actual grocery stores. Others called out the brand's vegan and cruelty-free positioning. Selling eggs felt off-brand, confusing, maybe even hypocritical. And for private brand retailers, this move is worth watching. It's not just what you sell, it's how you package it, price it, and push it into culture, even if it's eggs, even if you're a skincare brand.
So it's honestly a stunt as much as anything, but it's a private brand play. I mean, they basically do better for you, all vegan skincare. You can get this stuff at Target now too, but they have stores in New York and so forth. So they did eggs as a...
They did eggs. I wonder how much they were. It doesn't really say.
I think it was $3.99.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
All right. So story number 2, 7-Eleven is teaming up with Arizona Beverages to launch a brand new private brand drink range. The new brand is called Southland Reserve, a cold brew tea lineup that honors 7-Eleven's history while bringing something fresh to the shelves. There are 4 flavors to start: sweet tea, unsweet tea, peach tea, and lemon tea. All are cold brewed for smooth, bold taste, and all are now available in 16-ounce bottles at 7-Eleven Speedway and Stripes stores nationwide. This is a big moment for 7-Eleven's private brand strategy. The retailer is collabing with a well-known national brand to create something exclusive, blending Arizona's expertise in beverages with 7-Eleven's iconic heritage. The name Southland Reserve is a nod to the company's origins as the Southland Ice Company, founded in 1927. Even the bottle design taps into that legacy with vintage-inspired visuals. Nikki Boyer, VP of Private Brands at 7-Eleven, says this launch is all about celebrating loyal customers and the company's roots. Nikki, if you're out there, we'd love to get you on stage to talk about all this at the Velocity Conference in May. Arizona founder Don Voltaggio says the collaboration was a perfect match. The teas are made using a gravity-based cold steeping process with tea leaves from Argentina, Indonesia, and Kenya, delivering smooth flavor without bitterness. That's a blend. With this launch, 7-Eleven is showing how private brands can be premium, story-driven, and ready to compete. What do you think? Collab with Arizona and kind of...
Yeah, it's a nice-looking bottle. If you're a bottled tea drinker, I'd say you'd probably check that out.
I like a bottled tea once in a while. I think generally, though, I'm looking for something sugar-free, and not a lot of them are that. Or
they had an unsweet one in that line. So.
Yeah, I like a stevia or something sweetened. I don't mind them.
Yeah, for sure. We try to stay away from sugar in our beverages.
Yeah.
In story number 3, Waitrose is riding a cinnamon wave. A cinnamon wave, and it's hot, or rather frozen. I'm confused. Their new cinnamon bun ice cream has hit shelves, and it's already a top 5 bestseller after just 1 week. Made with 100% British milk, cream cheese, and a cinnamon swirl, this own brand creation is catching fire online. One fan even said they ate half the tub before lunchtime.
I would have just called it lunch.
Who stops at half the tub? Searchers for cinnamon bun on Waitrose.com are up 381% compared to this time last year. Recipe searches are also spiking, up 300% in just 30 days. Cinnamon isn't just a flavor, it's a feeling. Waitrose Trend Innovation Manager Emily Wolfman says, cinnamon brings warmth, comfort, and nostalgia, something shoppers are craving. With the most own brand cinnamon products of any UK supermarket, Waitrose is leaning in. From scratch cooking to breakfast treats, shoppers want cinnamon everywhere. And it's not just the UK. New Yorkers are queuing up for cinnamon buns in bakeries across the city. On TikTok, cinnamon is trending too, from sourdough to sweet potatoes. Waitrose is making sure the SWICY, which is sweet plus spicy, trend isn't just for influencers. It's for real shoppers in real aisles looking for a little cinnamon comfort food without waiting in line. Retailers take note. The spice of the season isn't pumpkin, it's cinnamon.
Well, I love cinnamon. So a cinnamon bun is like one of my top 5 weaknesses.
Yeah, I love cinnamon. One of our girls hates cinnamon. Makes me think of her especially. And your brother hates cinnamon. Maybe it's like a genetic predisposition if you don't like cinnamon. I think most people do like it, though.
I think they do, too. All right, let's see here. Next story. From Slovakia, Billa Slovakia has launched a standout private brand that celebrates local culture with a fresh, modern look. Shoot Slavenska combines traditional Slavic motifs with clean contemporary design to tell a uniquely Slavic story right on the shelf. The goal was clear from the start. Billa wanted packaging that reflects the country's food traditions and values while still appealing to today's shopper. To help bring that vision to life, Billa partnered with Prague-based agency Maison de D. Together, they created a visual identity rooted in authenticity and trust. The retailer took an active role throughout the process. Workshops helped to define core brand values like local origin, quality, and modernity. That direction shaped the design system, which features hand-drawn illustrations and cultural references pulled straight from Slavic geography and history. Billa needed the design to flex across a wide product range, from dairy and baked goods to jams and traditional specialties. Each item had to feel distinct, but still part of a cohesive brand. The result is packaging that's consistent, recognizable, and emotionally resonant for Slavic consumers. To make it all happen, Billa oversaw complex production, logistics, coordinating across multiple materials and print shops across Europe. An internal management system kept timelines tight and communication clear, helping the project stay on track and on brand. Billa also made space for innovation. They introduced a children's line within the brand, complete with playful visuals that still honor Slavic traditions. It's a thoughtful touch that helps engage the next generation while reinforcing the brand's identity. Shoot Slavenska is more than a packaging refresh. It's a modern expression of national pride. With this launch, Billa Slovakia shows how a retailer-owned brand can celebrate heritage, stand out on shelf, and connect with consumers in a meaningful way. So I think it's cool to see it localized and regionalized. It's hard to see in this packaging. So maybe we can get those guys to send us some more image of this.
Private brands around the world.
It is. Everybody's doing something cool out there.
In story number 5, last week, Kroger tipped off a tasty new promotion just in time for March Hoops. The Elite 8 ATE snack bracket puts Kroger's retailer-owned brands in the spotlight. It's a fun showdown of fan favorite snacks, complete with exclusive deals for game day. Stuffed jalapenos go up against dill pickle chips. Basketball-themed cupcakes take on cookie cake. Pretzel crisps face blue corn chips. And two-top dips, Gruyere and onion versus classic hummus, battle it out for the win. Mike Murphy, Kroger's Group VP of Center Store Merchandising, says the bracket is all about flavor and value. Our retailer-owned brand products are fan favorites across the board, he said. Kroger associates are also getting in on the action. Their go-to picks include French onion dip with wavy chips, Mediterranean hummus with baby carrots, and salsa with white corn tortilla chips. Need more snack inspiration? Kroger's Fresh Lane has recipes like waffle fried chicken nachos and hot Italian sliders. It's a clever way to drive excitement around Kroger's retailer-owned brands and give shoppers a reason to fill their carts before the next big game.
So they built a bracket out of private brand snacks.
And
this snazzy graphic.
Bracket. Yeah, that's Elite 8 AT. I like that.
It's clever.
That's cute. Yeah, I mean, everybody watches basketball except for Christopher Durham, and and who doesn't love snacks? So there you go. It appeals to.
But Kroger, if you're watching, we'd love to have you take the stage as well. I know there's been leadership changes and so forth there. So if anybody on the Kroger team would like to come down to Charlotte in May to talk about your brands and your strategy, we would love to have you take the stage. Happy to give you a slot. Reach out to cdurham@velocityinstitute.org. Love to have you be a part of the conference. All right, let's see here. We always end this up by talking about events. So, of course, our event most weeks is us live here on LinkedIn and YouTube. So most Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we do private brand news, chat, show you some cool things we found, you name it. If you'd like to be a part of that, make sure you hit subscribe button. We also have another sponsorship available if you'd like to do that. But our big event of the year is the Velocity Institute Conference and Expo, which the theme this year is the Art of Retailer-Owned Brand Innovation. The event will be May 13th through the 15th, 2025. Typically at this point, I would say sponsorships and booths are now available, but they are officially sold out.
Booths are sold out.
Yep, booths are officially sold out. However, tickets are available, and if you get one by the end of the week, so by Friday, tomorrow, or I guess
you can get the best price
2 days.
now.
Best price is $200 off, so $900 is the ticket price.
Early bird ends Friday.
Friday. It does end Friday, so make sure you get your early bird right now.
Where do they go to buy, Christopher?
They go to velocityinstitute.org, and you can click right through. You'll see it. The event will be this year in the Mint Museum in Uptown Charlotte. It's at the Levine Center for the Arts. So we're moving away from hotels and conference centers to this beautiful space. This is actually the atrium where the conference or the expo piece will be held, and we'll also do lunch and cocktail parties and so forth in there. Super, super cool space. Right now, we have quite a bit of registered retailers, and there's more coming every day. I think there was like 2 or 3 that just entered or registered a little while ago. So I'll add them on and fill out that last row and add another row, hopefully. But you see lots of them. Speakers that we have confirmed so far, and there's more coming. So Tom Hermes from Whole Foods, the VP, Mike Weir, the VP from CVS Health, Easton Jordan, the SVP from Academy Sports. It's a cool channel. You'll want to see what he's got to say. Onyx Chartrand from Metro, Glenn Pfeiffer, of course, from Wake Fern, Mike Rojas from Ahold Delhaize, of course, that's me right there. And we get into Maria Dubuck from MBD. Sealed Air has a rep. Mitch Madoff, former VP from Whole Foods, is at Keychain these days and will be presenting. Todd Mowdy from CBX. Paul Rice will present on his brand new book that's come out. From Fairtrade USA, Zane Adams from Fed Up Foods, and Simon Cutts will be talking trends and numbers from Spins, and I've got probably another 10 that are going to get added on here, so lots more coming. As part of that event, we'll also have the Vertex Awards and celebration, which will be the night of May 14th, so we'll move up to the 5th floor of the museum. It overlooks Tryon Street in beautiful downtown Charlotte. There'll be an exhibit and awards show, as well as drinks and music and the whole 9 yards. So super fun. Then Laraine and I will hop on a plane literally, I think, the next day.
Yeah.
And we will fly to Amsterdam, where that Monday, the 19th, we will do the awards celebration there as well. So
come join us in Amsterdam if you're there for PLA.
As well. Sponsorships are available for that if you'd like to be a part of it. In October, we'll do our Velocity Institute Sustainability Summit, which really the goal is to go more global, more sustainable, more innovative, and it'll be an online summit. There's sponsorships available for that right now, but I'm talking to retailers from all around the world. There's a lot of sustainability conversations we can have when we expand it, and tickets for that will be absolutely free. They'll go on sale in a couple of, well, there's nothing to sell, but you can register for them in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So look out for that to go live. Of course, we always mention we are here most Wednesdays. So let me get down. I'm scrolling through the wrong thing here. There we go. We are here most Wednesdays on YouTube and LinkedIn. And I always like to end up by saying thank you very much to our sponsors, Centric Software and MBD. The links are in the description if you'd like to go and learn more about them. If you'd like to
visit our sponsors.
Yeah, please visit our sponsors. Tell them that you came from them. It'd be even better. And we always end up just kind of telling you what we're doing there. If you have any questions, concerns, reach out. We're always easy. We're easy to get in touch with. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Thank you for tuning in. We look forward to seeing you next week with more updates and stories that matter in the world of retailer-owned brands. Until then, stay bold and keep innovating.
We'll see you next time on the Velocity Live. I'm Christopher Durham.
I'm Laraine Durham.
We are the Velocity Institute. See you next week.